Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. It's good to be before you again today. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you we were with Keith Lee today in Gary. We're going to hit that at the end for those of you that care about that. But let's go, and prayers out to Memphis now. But let's go right into why you are here, this market. Let's get into this market. Guys, we could see what happened again today as the NASDAQ gave up 200 points, as you can see right here, and it's down by 0.77%. The S&P gave up 21 points, but the Dow came in good, okay, 141, all right? So, hey, we'll take it, but it's not what we wanted, okay? It's not what we wanted, but we were ready. We ain't scared. We prepared, right? We knew that this was coming. It's actually late coming. What's happening right now with the market, the stock market, that is, we'll get into crypto. What's happening right now is not the norm, okay? Not this month and not this part of the season, especially in an election year. So now we got some key things coming. We got Nvidia reporting Wednesday after closing bell. That could potentially be a market mover, could potentially be. I do not do options and hold options overnight as it pertains to earnings, because you just never know. There has been times when Nvidia and hot stock like Palantir had good reports and the markets went down still, okay? But we will see what it's going to do that day. And of course, the next day will be in the options market. I'll be trading here live, and we'll see if we can make some money off of the move. And I believe it's Friday. The Fed will be speaking again, and what he could say could really move the market, if you ask me. And no one has figured this Fed out yet, not even his own party, right? So we're going to just wait and see and trade the market that we are in. Stock market today, S&P, NASDAQ fall as chip stocks sink. U.S. unveils new Iran sanctions, okay? Not only are the Iranian sanctions, we also have tariffs going against Canada. And that is turning to a back and forth. They say, hey, you raise prices, we gonna raise prices. You put a tariff on us, we gonna play tick for tack. And again, I tell you guys, at the end of the day, the people pay, okay? A tariff is a tax on the people, all right? Those are the facts. Tariffs are a tax on the people because companies can only absorb so much of that cost. And if you think that, oh, they're just going to eat it all, no, they're not. They're going to pass it on to you and I, okay? Where you been? Where you been? All right? So now we got a bank warning about AI as it pertains to bankers. This is kind of a no-brainer. Goldman Sachs partner warns of huge danger in letting AI replace bankers, okay? Reasoning skills, of course we know that, right? AI could erode bankers, reasoning, if employee relies on models to do their analytical work. Of course, you want a good balance between AI and humans. See here, Goldman is still figuring out how to balance AI with human involvement. Of course, you can't have a robot do everything, right? So it's just going to analyze you based on your data. And here comes all of the threat. So first, you're going to have all of these companies that have been lying to you, saying, oh, AI is not going to come for your jobs. AI is going to create more jobs. Well, there's going to be massive job loss first. And then there'll be a cycle of retraining and then AI jobs. Now you have these data centers that's sucking up the power. And some may say it may have caused some of the issues we're having already with these power outages. But we need to dive deeper into that and see. You got states like Texas that was saying, come on, data centers, come on. Now he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And so goes another state. So here we are with the power. Now, the perfect storm, believe it or not, are the miners. Why? because they have already done contracts where they're going to generate their own power. So Bitcoin miners are the best way to go right now for data centers because they already have their centers built out in the rack space. Okay. And so that's why some of these miners have been taking off, not because of Bitcoin. They've been taking off for months. It's because they're converting over and doing partnerships with these data centers. Okay. So keep your eyes out for that. Is it a time to buy? Yeah, you got to be very selective in which Bitcoin miner that you do buy. I'm currently not any right now. Why? Because I believe that crypto will pull back. That's what I believe. I believe that it will pull back again. Let's go to the charts and see what's going on with Bitcoin as we shift over. Okay, so let's look at Bitcoin right now. All right, so we knew that, of course, 125-ish, 126 was the high, the local high, right? It was the high. I'm just going to call that last season. Now, look at what's happening to Bitcoin right now. I'm going to ask you a simple question. Okay, I'm going to ask you a simple question. We are around 79. Look at that. We're around 79K. When I started this video, one Bitcoin was 79K. So I'm going to ask you, it went from 79K actually up to 82K here, right? Fell, right? This is what I want to talk about. If Bitcoin was up here and then it fell more than 26%, okay? It fell even lower. Let's look at this, okay? Because I want my followers to be educated, all right? So she fell, man, all right? Let's see. Let's just do it this way, all right? So let's just go here. Boom. Boom. So she fell more than 30%. So I'm asking you right now, for those of you that was chasing up here, and for those of you that bought up here, and for those of you that bought up here at 125 because it was pumping, I'm asking you, and it's just a simple question. Did you buy when it was 60, when everybody was saying it was going down? Did you buy when it dropped down all the way below 58? Did you buy? So what Larry is doing is I'm buying more down here. My daily buys were heavier down here, okay? And I know someone came to me and they said, Larry, you didn't say you were buying. I said I was buying on all of my social media, okay? Take a look. 2 months ago, I said I was buying. Literally, it's in the thumbnail. Why I'm buying, all right? Here's why Bitcoin and crypto. I'm buying. I literally said it 2 months ago and how I was buying and dollar cost averaging. And I asked you, and I said to, of course, most of you were listening, no one's going to say anything while I say I'm buying right now because it's unsexy right now. It's beat down. But then comes the chase, and now every influencer is telling you how XRP is going to 10,000 now. First they got you with the 100, now they're getting you with the 10,000. Well, all I'm going to say is if you are in stock and you're down and you didn't buy any ETFs, okay, you didn't buy the S&P 500, I've said that a million times. I've said 80% of my money in the stock market is in ETFs, the S&P 500, QQQ, the SPY, right? Don't miss out with Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin right now, 79,000, okay? And you could see that the others, of course, will come up. XRP over the last 7 days is up, look at that, 47%. But ETH is up 30%, right? And you could see that these are mooning. Solana's up 28%. All right. Hype is up 30%. Even Dogecoin is up. Everybody's asking about Zcash. It's up 61%. Okay. But I'm telling you guys that if it pulls back, which I believe it will, then I'm going to buy. See, I keep showing you guys right here the fear and greed. I keep going over this. Somebody says, Larry, why you keep showing this? Because it's simple. We don't buy here. We buy here. We buy extreme fear. And if we're going to sell, we sell extreme greed. Everybody gets greedy when it's green and when it's pumping up. Okay? Don't run with the herd with crypto. I'm going to tell you everything you did last cycle, do the opposite. Okay? And, you know, everybody keeps, why is it has to be either or? Why, somebody riddle me this. Why do you have to pick Bitcoin or XRP? Because XRP is all I hear. If someone else stops me on the street and asks me about XRP, I'm going to scissor kick them right in the back of the neck. It's have them both. I have them both, right? There's money to be made in them both. You know, it's just poor people think or. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Poor people think or. I got to have this or that. No, have them both. What's wrong with having them both? But I will tell you, if you're all XRP, you're going to wish you had some Bitcoin also, right? Because treat Bitcoin as digital gold, right? And then there are periods where XRP becomes a swing, right? So what do I expect? I expect that we are running up now. Of course, everybody's chasing, but I buy heavier the lower we go. Again, if we drop beneath 60 again, Larry will start to buy way heavier than he's buying up higher. And I want you guys to do the same thing. Please, please, sir, please, ma'am, because I do believe that sooner or later, if not by 2030, we will have $250,000 Bitcoin, right? And sooner or later, we will have a $500,000 Bitcoin. Sooner or later, okay? And so, do you have to choose? No. Are you saying that XRP is garbage? No. I'm saying XRP has a use case, but it has a realistic price. And listen, if you bought XRP around $1 and it goes to $12, you do know that that's a 12x. And XRP can jump up faster than Bitcoin. Okay, I'm not crazy. But then when crypto winter comes, it has sometimes a bigger fall, right? So don't be poor and think or, just get them both and be done with it, right? I want to leave you guys with that. You know what I'm going to leave you with? I was in Gary, Indiana with Keith Lee today and Pastor Jamal Bryant, and we're going back there tonight with the Boone. I posted something on IG, and one of them got a lot of traction. I just posted one. I'm going to leave it at the end. We have been doing a lot of work in Gary, Indiana, partnering with the wonderful people there. And guys, it's surrounding areas, Griffith, Lake Station, Portage got hit. Now here we are with Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, guys, find a partner that is trusted and send some money, or, you know, some of you guys have trucks to go down. We just got to keep doing this. As long as we keep getting hit, we got to keep getting up. Okay, I'm going to just leave you what I posted on Instagram today. We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Make sure you click the link below and check out what we have for you, right? Peace. Here with Keith Lee, and he is doing a wonderful job. All of my followers, guys, you've been asking, listen, this is what's happening. This has been a beautiful thing. Tell the people what's happening.
I don't take no credit for it, man. We doing what we feel like we called to do. It wouldn't be possible without the people of Gary showing up and showing out like they did, and the people of Gary getting the story out in the first place. We just honored enough to have a platform, and until I don't have a platform, I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. God bless y'all, man.
God bless y'all. Everyone that gave, we got to keep giving.
Absolutely.
We got to give past today. We appreciate it. We've given thousands of dollars, but this continues. So listen, go ahead and talk, my
First, I want to say that the reason why this brother is so important is that he understands that money is a tool. It is an instrument. It is not for consumption. It's for development. So before we talk about anything else, thank you for educating our people,
Yes, sir.
educating our community, and showing the church how economics really is supposed to be.
Yes, sir. God bless you. Listen, this is beautiful.
No, it's great.
This is beautiful.
No, it's
I
great.
don't see the media talking about how organized this is.
Oh, no.
People helping people.
No,
we
without
got the
incident.
Red Cross here. We have all of these people just coming together for one cause.
Now, you done messed it up, because I was trying to pretend all these red shirts was cappers.
Man, I just want to say that Keith Lee is the truth. I offered him some money to continue what he was doing. And he said, "You want to give me money?" I said, "Yeah, man." I said, "I don't have nothing set up like this." I said, "I just want to partner with you." He wanted to make sure that every dime was in Gary. And I'm so proud of Gary, the way they're showing up, and how organized it was. And listen, sometimes we just need to come together. I want to shout out people, of course, Stocks with Josh and Keenan Grace and myself. We are one in this mission. We are one. But I definitely want to shout out like Chris Sane, who was like, "Hey, I'm out of town. Let me know what you need." Ian Dunlap, the master investor. I saw you. He was like, "Hey, what y'all need? Congratulations." This is what it's all about. People that put their money where their mouth is. Tonight, I'll be, you saw Jamal Bryant. Tonight, we will be back with Pastor Boone at that meeting tonight. Just wanted to keep you guys up and abreast on what's going on. Good news. I think they said Gary is down to now 6,000, only 6,000. Too much, but still only 6,000 left without power. So we are making progress. And because you guys gave the way you did, I believe that every one of you guys will be a blessing. And then I'll leave a link below for you to donate to Pastor Boone as he will continue this work. God bless you.